I resolved this conflict with my brother in a very interesting way, so I want to tell you about that. So this was all last Christmas. I really wanted to celebrate Christmas with my family, my mom, my brother, and his wife, and my nephew, because I've been living abroad for 3 years, so I was super excited. But I was taking care of an older dog, like I was dog sitting in that whole month of Christmas, of December. And this dog couldn't really go in public transport, and I didn't have a car. So I was asking my family, could you come celebrate Christmas at my place? And my brother said, no, we prefer to celebrate it at my mom's. Could you come up with another solution? And I was mad. I don't like this. And then I sent him a message back that was completely triggered, like defending myself about how often I've been traveling to them and this and that. And it was like a long paragraph, right? So I'm teaching conflict resolution and I still sometimes send a certain message. Okay. So I sent that. And right after I knew that, and he was a bit shocked. And right after I knew, like, okay, I need to pause because this is not going the right direction. So the first thing I did was we went off WhatsApp. I said, hey, maybe we better talk about this live. Let's meet up next week. And so I had a bit of time to think. And then I came up with this question came up, which was like, how can we go beyond this level of wrong and right? What would empower me that would also empower him? Instead of thinking he wants to overpower me, now I have to fight back with power, which is kind of what I was doing, like force, force, force. And so I was like, okay, how can that sort of relax? And so when I saw him, I did something that was empowering for me, but also empowering for him. I just asked him directly, hey, how was that long paragraph of me? I kind of made it a little bit of a joke, a little bit light. And it was empowering because I wasn't judging myself in that moment. I was like, yeah, I sent that message. Let me know how it was. And he was like, yeah, that was uncomfortable and blah, blah, blah. But he was, because I was asking him so openly, I could see that his defenses were melting a bit as well. And then after he shared, he was open to hear how it was for me. And my sort of vulnerable side was that I was really afraid that my family wouldn't care to celebrate Christmas for me, that they didn't want to put effort to make that happen, and that I would be celebrating Christmas alone. Like that was actually my worst case scenario. And when my brother heard that, he was like, what? No, I mean, that's out of the question. We're going to celebrate Christmas with you. Like he was really like, what? And so by going to this more vulnerable layer and out of this right and wrong, fight, fight, fight mode, I actually got corrected in that story that I had that made me want to overpower, right? Um, and so from that relaxation that we had, then we could actually go to a practical solution. I see oftentimes people go too fast to that. They want to, you know, skip the feelings, skip that question of like, hey, how was this for you? Um, and but once you went through that, the practical solution comes really easily. So what we came up, it was too simple, really. Like he said, "Oh, I have a car. I can come pick you." It was quite a drive, so I didn't expect him to be willing to do that. But he was like, "Yeah, I can come pick you up." And the dog. And we had an amazing Christmas. The dog, it was so cute. Now you might be thinking that's great for you, but that's not going to happen for me because my family is like this, or my partner, or my colleague, or whomever, right? They get triggered, they're not going to listen to me, I will get triggered, blah, blah, blah. And yes, I do think that there are some skills to learn about this that are, there are some more tools, right, that are needed to go through these types of situations, and it might be slightly different for everybody. And so I decided to create a webinar that goes into that, a free online session that you can join, where I'm really going through all the tools step by step so you can actually use them for your own life. So if you'd like to join that, I put a link here below and I'd love to see you there.